You in here? Fresh out of the freezer. Fresh, guess I was freeze up. Fresh out of the deeper freezer, cause I'm deeper than any voice on speakers. I can't hear y'all haters, you gotta speak up. I don't need to slow down, I need to speak up. Anonymous activity, Bobby B stuff. Jealousy's a key master motion, and ease up. Fresh out of the freezer. Fresh, guess I was freeze up. Fresh out of the deeper freezer, cause I'm deeper than any voice on speakers. I can't hear y'all haters, you gotta speak up. I don't need to slow down, I need to speak up. Anonymous activity, Bobby B stuff. Jealousy's a key master motion, and ease up. Fresh out of the freezer. Fresh, guess I was freeze up.
Welcome to the Ultimate DJ Music Review and More Talk Show. I am your host, Massage B. Um, how y'all doing today? Y'all know we always have somebody on here magnificent. And of course, I will never let y'all down because today, same thing, second verse, same as the first. Now, what I'm going to do today is I'm trying to cover some of these black jobs that people keep talking about. So I got, I got nobody better to come to the stage than Harry L. Robinson, uh, uh, a master carpenter. So I want to kind of give y'all an update and a know-how on how to retrieve these black jobs in carpentry, especially due to the migration issue. So welcome to the stage, Mr. Harry L. Robinson. Harry, can you hear me? Yeah. No, I still can't hear you, but I got you on the other side on the phone, and I'm hoping that everybody else can hear you. Introduce yourself. Can you introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Harry Robinson. I live in Newburgh, New York.
Tell them about yourself.
Well, I do construction, and I work, throughout all over. I go all over to Mississippi, Oklahoma, Florida, New York. I go all over.
Now, you know, guys, I don't know if you're realizing what's taking place, but we're having some sort of um, um, issues on his end with the microphone. So I'm going to try and let him do his interview by phone as we go along. Harry, you don't know. I don't think you know what I do here, but I give like five sort of questions, and then we kind of do like a feedback back and forth after the five questions. You want to take the five questions? You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. You being a carpenter in construction, what certifications or licenses are required to work as a carpenter in different regions or countries?
Well, I have to have all of my certifications in order for me to work because I know the jobs that they appoint me to. Like if I go in a commercial building, I have to do ceilings. I have to do walls. Uh, a lot of other things, whole bunch of things that include.
So, what are the licenses, particularly that a person looking to get into the construction field right now? Because I've noticed that there are a lot of job availabilities right now. What are some of the licenses that they need, as interns or going into the business?
Well, if you don't have what is called a pre education
Okay, so you're saying like they need like an intern type situation?
Yeah, it's best to come in with an intern, but if you don't come in with an intern, you have to learn on the job.
Okay. Okay.
So, I've seen a lot of Mexicans come in with their friends, and they learn how to do certain things.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're a taper, you learn how to tape with another taper, and if you a framer, you frame with another frame, and that's how you come up when you go on the job without skills. And but usually you have to have somebody who has skills that will teach you how to do what you have to do.
Okay. So how can an aspiring carpenter find steady work opportunities in the industry?
Well, when you go into the job and you're working on different jobs, you basically stay in it. Like before you finish one job, another job is coming up, and you just move on to the next job after you finish with that job.
Okay. Um, because I'm asking these questions because there's a lot of jobs available right now due to immigration, and so like when Donald Trump said that they were they're taking the black jobs. A lot of people didn't understand his statement, but I'm gonna get to that in a minute. What are the best ways to network and connect with contractors or construction companies for jobs?
Well, the best way is that if you stay with somebody who looks like it, you know what I'm saying? Like if you know another black person who's in construction, you stay with that person until you learn everything that's going on. Because the problem with the jobs are that there are not that many black guys in this area, and
Yeah,
so it's hard to find guys who know work and do it correctly.
yeah.
So so you have to stay with a guy, or if you get with a guy who so happen to be a different race or whatever, as long as you stay around them, you have to come up with them.
Okay, okay. So, that would be your point of contact, is what you're trying to tell me.
Right. And from going from job to job, you like get into um, to move with how to move from job to job and keep going on.
So, like, are there specific unions or organizations that can help carpenters find work and permits?
Yes, there are unions, but the problem with unions is that you get with a union, you're not going to stay with it long
Why?
because the unions are usually ran by white, and they look out for each other. And you will be with a union for years before you even learn how to do basic, basic jobs. You won't learn because they're going to keep it amongst themselves.
Okay, okay. So how do like a person not understanding those specifics, how do they get around that kind of um, that sort of program when it comes to want to enter in? Like even if they go in underneath, the Caucasian people, and they're having that sort of difficulty. How do they, get around that in order to be able to just get a job?
Okay, when you're a white guy and you go to get the job, it's going to be easy for you to do it because white guys know the job,
Yeah.
and then they will share it with you. But when you get with black guys, for some reason,
Okay. So it's really just a matter of staying long enough to extend yourself. Okay, I get you. Um, how does one apply for a work permit if they're seeking a carpentry job abroad?
Okay, the thing about competition is that, well, in certain states they say that you got to have special certification, and then in certain states you only have to word of mouth and have work to get you a job. States that recommend that you have proper certification is when is the one who's doing the job, and you have to go and pay for the certification, which would be like a couple of $100 and get you going. But if you stay with somebody is doing the work constantly, then you break away and start your own. You can't start your own without having that certification. Now you'll find guys who don't know the work, but know enough to get the certification.
Yeah.
And once they get the certification, they being on the jobs and get jobs and hire our guys to work for them. And that's the problem with blacks is that we have a fear for some reason of getting into the jobs because we don't have the financial backing that we need to stay in the jobs.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, like when a big company is building a big building, you don't have the money to get the black guys involved. You don't have the money, and you always have to lean on white guys.
Yeah.
But you have to work. You have to learn to get out there without leaning on them and trusting on themselves.
Okay.
See, Mexicans make it because they work with each other, and that's our problem. We have not learned to work with each other,
Yeah.
and that is the main thing that holds us back because we don't know how to work with each other, and so we don't know how to move forward, and that keeps us back. Whereas they don't even know the work, but they is working with one guy and following what that guy tells them, and they learn the work,
Yeah.
and that's why there's so many of them in construction. You know, it's not like construction don't pay. It's the fact that we are not able to get the job and hold on to it.
Okay. What are the most in demand carpentry skills that can increase job opportunities?
Well, there's on each job, right? If you're a plumber, now you need license to be a plumber, okay? But that job is only going to hire one plumber, and the guys that work with them is guys that's coming up, and they're gonna work with him. If it's an electrician, the electrician got the license, but the other guy they're working with him,
Yeah.
okay? But and the sheetrocking, the the wall building, the ceilings, and all of that, those guys have basically all the same skills. They all does the same thing all the time.
Yeah. Okay.
And
So
so that's
their position is interchangeable.
right,
Okay.
right. And they move forward.
Yeah.
and they're getting themselves involved in that now. So,
Okay.
it's,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
see, but see, we have to learn to work with each other and trust each other. We have been here when it comes to work. It's like we take everything for a joke. We go to work just to make a dollar. We have to go to work to respect our work.
Yeah.
And once we have that respect for the work, we stay in it. And that's where we can stay together and build up. So,
Okay. So, the problem that you're seeing right now is not really so much the availability of work. It's the being able to actually hang, right?
exactly. See, you got a lot of black guys who wanna wanna do the work but have a fear of doing the work.
Mhm.
You know, and because of the fear that they have, it's blocking them from going forth to do the work. You know, um, for example, I had these guys trying to stand up. Um, what do you call it? Well, scaffolding. We're trying to stand up to scaffolding and everything, and they did, to put their foot on the bottom while we stand them up, and so and they were scared that it was gonna fall on them, that there was nowhere near falling on them, and I couldn't understand that. But discussions and holding the conversation, I learned that they have these little fears
Yeah.
that blocks them from moving forward, and those things are the things that hold us back.
You think that could be like, residuals from slavery and you know what I mean? Like the passing
Yeah,
down of generational.
right. That's what I believe. I believe the fears that it has been passed down through the generations, and we have not gotten away from them yet.
Yeah.
And those fears is holding us from moving forward as a people, and we keep falling behind because of those fears.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like little fears that we have to get rid of.
Yeah. I get it. I mean, I get it of all people. I get it. Like, what tools or equipment should a carpenter own to be competitive in the field?
Well, we should have brass lips, a hammer, um, gloves. You put on all your stiff, simple stuff that you protect yourself with.
Work boots,
But you
steel
got,
toes.
yeah, you got right, right, your little steel toys, boots, and everything else. But after you get past that, you have to have the right tools to do the job that you got to do. You know, uh, you got carpenters that only have screw guns and snips and stuff like that. Those are framers. But when it comes to hanging sheetrock and stuff like that, you have to have other tools to go with that to make it work. And you find out that you end up with a whole bunch of tools to do your work, and basically to make yourself look like you know what you're doing.
Yeah. I always tell people I could build a house with a shoe, a saw, and a screwdriver. All I need is me a
Well,
good pair of
that's just when you
shoes.
get it.
Uh-huh. You know me. All I need is a good pair of shoes with a good heel on it and a saw and a screwdriver. I tell people that all the time.
Yeah. I mean, like, the more tools you have, and the more you keep them together to perform a beautiful job. When you don't have the tools, you're going to mess up the job. That's all too.
Yeah.
So, and you will learn that the more tools you got and how to use them, keep you on the job and keep you making the money that you need to make.
I forgot to mention that I need a good leather belt too, so I can measure some stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
A shoe, a saw, a screwdriver, and a good leather belt.
exactly. Yeah.
um, Now, what recommendations would you give? What advice would you give to someone looking to transition into carpentry as a full time profession?
See, I actually believe that the black community needs to start opening up buildings or places to go so that they can learn as a teenager
Okay.
the trade. And once they come out of that, then they can go get a job.
Yeah.
You know, the way that they got it set up now, they do have training programs in certain states, but states like New York, I don't remember them having a place in Florida and some other places that they don't have the places that. But you need to have a place that trains you so that you can go out and get jobs.
Okay. Like like I had some ideas too that I wanted to run by some people because I know that there's a lot of times people don't even know where to begin. So you're talking in my area of study right now, and where I would suggest they enroll in a trade school or vocational program, and many of the colleges have trade schools that they offer on-hand training in carpentry, electrical work, plumbing, and masonry. But it's a matter of being motivated enough to get to them. You know what I'm saying?
But
And
and
go ahead.
go ahead.
No, no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
See, you got to be told how to do these things. See, the problem with blacks is that we don't know how to build our own homes.
I do.
Okay,
I just
and
told you now. You better go ahead.
but the average person that comes to Earth knows how to build his own house. Okay, and what we have to do is learn how to build our own house, and we got to start seeing our home as a place of, of beauty and something that we need to cherish in order for us to have to get somewhere. I mean, me having a big house built is one thing, but it's when I build it myself, it's a different thing.
Yeah.
You know,
The pride. Yes, the
and,
pride in it. Yeah.
and having that pride in the house that I built makes me remember what I can do and what I cannot do.
Yeah.
You know,
So like, you have mentioned something, you hit on something also that I thought that, a lot of people could use as far as going forward, and that was joining an apprenticeship program. Like you said, that's why I asked you about the unions and stuff, because many unions and construction companies offer paid apprenticeships, where you can learn while you work under, experienced professionals. So that was why I had asked you that question.
And I mean, unions like in New York, they got unions and everything, and they teach the program, which like I was talking to a guy today, and he was telling me how he was trying to get in the program to learn let's say listen feelings for a second,
Mhm.
and I'm like listening to him talk about what he had to get this program to learn how to do the ceilings, but he couldn't get in the program because the ceilings wasn't it wasn't working on ceilings or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And I was saying to myself while he was talking, I was saying, I have been in many places and I have had a chance to work on ceilings. And it wasn't a situation where it was an issue. And I said to myself, I said, if he only knew the type of programs that I wanted to create for black people, we would have these programs already set up in our community, you know, so that when I or anybody in the community wants to start job in construction, only thing they have to do is go to the classes, and after they go to the classes, they go and start the jobs.
Yeah. Now that was one of my further questions, deep into getting into it was, because I remember you actually, trying to set up the programs to be able to teach them the carpentry and stuff. Now, Harry, let me ask you this question. If we did that across the country, one person or two or three teachers in each city across the country, how prosperous do you think the black community could be?
It would change our way of thinking and viewing things.
Yeah.
You know, in other words, like when I go to buy a car, right, the car is made by someone else, and I'm buying this car because it's made by somebody else. They're supposed to be a good maker and everything. But how about if I made the car
Yeah.
and I could make it the way I want it to do?
Yeah.
Then it's a definition now. And we're stuck in a situation where someone else is creating is creating everything that we need and want. And we have to get out of that.
Yeah.
Because as long as we looking at what somebody else thinks, that's all we're gonna be as followers. We have to be able to create our own thing. It's our own way of looking at things. I mean, uh, here in America, you got so many cars that they make. But you go to Africa, they have different cars that we've never seen before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we're never gonna get to the point where we can make a car on our own until we separate ourselves from the mess that we are in right now.
And the sad part is that we the original maker of the car.
Exactly. Exactly. We want to actually create what yet this other man took it from us. We don't even have that no more.
Yeah. Yeah. So, um, you know, like, I was saying, two or three people in each community across the country, to be able to make them gain on the job training, like for me, I would like to see a lot of them start as general laborers to get firsthand experience and learn from skilled workers on site. You know what I mean? Like that would be that's why I had mentioned the two going across the country because I'm hoping that somebody else hear this broadcast because we're not just broadcasting through here, but we're broadcasting through the radio station as well. And so, I'm hoping that somebody can hear what I'm saying about the gain on the job training where, we, the two bigger entities, which are, the master builders, are able to, get into the community because like I had started off saying before, where nobody understood. See, I understand white people talk because I've served with them. You get what I'm saying? So I understand how white people talk. And so when Donald Trump said they're taking the black jobs, no, everybody got in an uproar except me because I understood what he said. You get what I'm saying? Like these jobs were yours before all these people came along. And now, for a cheaper wage, these people have taken the black jobs away from you guys, you know.
They building houses everywhere, but guess what? You and I can't afford to buy one,
Yeah,
and we're supposed to be able to buy one.
yeah, absolutely.
Ain't there's no reason why you and I cannot own a house. Oh, yeah, there are reasons now because of the price they put up.
Yeah,
Okay, and so that put us out of the league for buying.
yeah,
And what they are doing is providing the houses that was in our community to them.
yeah,
And and if you look around, you see the average one of us is like falling out of the houses. We're not owning them,
yeah,
and we're becoming just how could I say that? We're just following behind someone else while they are building the world. And the only thing we're doing is playing the role of just existing. That's all we're doing. It's just existing. We don't know how to build houses. We don't know how to build nothing.
yeah. Like over the years from slavery on up, we've become a little obsolete when it comes to our own dream in America. I get it. Um,
Yeah,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
You do you think taking online courses, help with their certifications, like getting their OSHA or their NCCRs and like certain community education programs? Like, does that help with construction safety, blueprint reading, and trade skills?
Okay. I just took a OSHA a couple of years ago. I just took my OSHA class over, right? Because every 5 years you got to
Mm-hmm.
and when I was doing it, I was seeing how hard it was to read the OSHA program and to know all of it, right? The
Yeah.
thing about it is that you learning things about OSHA that you don't even use.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you learning about trucks, stuff that you never even used.
Yeah.
You know, and it's almost as if you're paying for something that is not even really there for you.
Yeah.
And OSHA, I see OSHA as a program that's designed to make money off of Spanish people who are working for them. job. And learning the job, you learn what not to do.
Yeah.
You learn what you need to know and what you need to do. But they done took ownership and took over everything
Mm-hmm.
and turned it into more or less a program that was used for uh, well basically it was used for basic people and making like regular people like us had to go through all this work just to get this ocean program.
Yeah.
I think I'm not against the ocean program. I'm against how he uses it.
Yeah.
That's what the problem. I don't feel that I need no ocean if the ocean is being taught to me because I never used the program. Okay, when I go on a site, I got I got my tools to sweep up, clean up, or whatever. But they don't.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
don't. They don't. They don't use what I have to do. And it's like, oh wow, they're not even doing what Ocean has told them to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Like, um, okay, so that, the online courses and certifications, construction safety, blueprint reading, the trade skills, certifications. Those are some of the things that they can get something out of, though, right? Doesn't it bring your pay grade up to have those certificates?
no,
Yeah.
no, no. You got to pay for all of that, and you don't never really use it. Okay? It's like you pay for something that's unnecessary, but you got to know it to be on the job.
Yeah.
And they're taking all the money from you
Yeah.
because the company itself, they have their own program that they teach each other the trade. Okay? But you coming in to get a job, you got to go get your own pay.
Yeah.
It's a trick. They play these trick games on us all the time.
Yeah. I get it. I get it.
Right. It's like
You
you
think it's
know a trade.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
You think it's like a determined process to get them from to not participate?
I don't think that it's a determined process. I think that it's just something that they use to make themselves extra money.
Yeah, okay. I get what you're saying.
You know, they got all these programs talking about, oh, you need this and you need that. But at the same time, they wasn't there before.
Yeah.
We didn't need them before. Why we need it now?
But we did teach them that over, Black Wall Street taught them that. If
Yes.
if I'm making sense, how to make the dollar spread in our own community 1,000 ways.
Right.
Yeah, so I think that we've been teaching them how to destroy us over the years, and with the way that we have done things at such a upscale way, because we've always done things as black people, out of slavery at an upskill, at a higher level than the people around us. So what they've done, to me, it seems like what they've done is they've taken all that we taught them and used it against us.
And that, I watch on the job that I'm on now. I watch them do things that, okay, on the job I'm on now, right? It's a, I'm getting paid special wages, right? But at the same time, I'm not doing what I normally do.
Yeah,
And it's like, okay, I'm walking around and I'm sweeping up things that the ones with the trade are doing that they supposed to be doing.
yeah,
They they do not clean up or pick up behind themselves.
yeah,
And I'm walking around picking up and cleaning up behind them. Okay? And they're supposed to be doing this themselves.
yeah,
And it's a shame. But hey, I'm not gonna argue,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
you know what I'm saying, because it's a special paid job. I'm getting paid special, so I'm going ahead and wait.
yeah, yeah. And it's not as much labor, for what you would normally be doing. Your
Right,
ability to be
right.
able to do other things is open after that. So, like, I would like to give them 5 things, and um whenever you want to jump in, and like, for me, what I see that's available and open right now is general labor jobs, carpenters apprentices, electricians helpers, masonry workers. Because I on think on X, I got into it with somebody about the masonry work, and they were saying, for the money that they would have to put in for a person doing the masonry work, to have a masonry helper is a lot more lightweight. And then, the plumbing assistants. So those would be my 5, black jobs if they wanted to go out into the world right now to get something done. General laborers, carpenters apprentice, electricians helpers, masonry workers, and plumbing assistants would be my select jobs for the 5. What about you?
Well, me, I just play the field. Whatever is there, what is the telling me to do, I just follow it. Because I know I'm not in the position to be in control of everything that goes on.
Yeah,
And so I just follow what they tell me to do. But I know what is right when I follow what they tell me to do.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's a shame of what's going on because the ones that's getting the money is not really the ones who know the work.
yeah. Well, that it all goes back to that that thing that I said a minute ago about us, having that generational issue. You know what I'm saying? Where we don't cover each other long enough to be able to get that money. And the schools, if we could just take 2 people in each community and create a vocational program, that would like change the whole dynamic of everything. You know what I'm saying? And some people with some backing, like Floyd Mayweather. You see, he bought those 62 buildings out there in Harlem. I thought that was like brilliant.
I don't know much about Florida, but at the same time, we have to learn to be able to go anywhere and do whatever
Yeah,
we can to make our money.
yeah,
And quiet as it kept, I'm not really one for all the immigrants
yeah,
because the immigrants jobs are being used.
Yeah, that's what I was saying about nobody didn't understand Donald Trump with the black jobs, but I speak honky. You know what I'm saying? God forgive me, but I understand it because I've dealt with him so long that I understand them in a different kind of way than what other people, like they have their own, just like I said, I speak honky, they speak nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, it's a different kind of language between that the black American and the white American that some people in between may not understand. And like we have these infiltrators, that's what I call a lot of them that come in and they trying to one up us so hard, but there are still those type of white people in America that look past them like you not around my nigga. You know that Django scenario. You get what I'm saying? They not trying to hear that.
Exactly. And we get stuck in this shit, basketball, football, um, all these shit pleasure things, and that we are not really making any money. The only thing we doing is spending money,
Yeah,
and, and we ain't really building for each other.
yeah,
We are building for certain people, and guess what? When that person's down, it starts all over again.
yeah. That's why I was real proud of Floyd when he bought those 62 buildings down there. You get what I'm saying? Because maybe that's a step in the right direction of showing the other athletes and the other millionaires and billionaires what time it is and what like to me it felt like he was taking such a broad stance on this is what we should be doing.
Exactly, exactly what we're supposed to be doing. Like Jay Z, for example, he is a billionaire, okay? And what are they doing with the money he got? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
In a couple of years, he'll be dead.
yeah.
What is this kid going to do with that money?
Well, I got a theory about him and the difference between him and Puff Daddy, and a lot of people may disagree with me, because I've not seen one person come to the stage yet against Puffy for real. You get what I'm saying? Like I've heard a lot of theories about what Puffy might have did, but I ain't seen one person step to the stage yet. But what the difference and what I see is that Puffy would have followed Floyd on that move right there. Cause he flamboyant and bold like that. So what I saw was the government try to take Puffy down before he could get on that.
Yeah. Well, the government going to take us down regardless.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying, right? You get what I'm saying?
Right. Right. We got too much money. The problem is you got certain white people that got a lot of money, but they don't know what to do with it.
Yeah,
Like, why is you spending money on all this stuff for what?
yeah, harboring junk.
Like, what's the purpose?
Yeah,
And we are just going along with it, and that along with it, we got to learn how to share. Once we start sharing our money amongst each other, then we're gonna start growing. Right now, uh, Steve Harvey and all the rest of them, in a few years, gonna be broke.
yeah,
Because they're gonna be dead,
yeah,
and we ain't gonna have none of that money no more. What the kid's gonna do nothing but waste it.
yeah, absolutely. That's because nobody taught them what to do with it. Like when Floyd bought his grandson that $4 million building down there in the business district in the Diamond District down there in New York. I thought that was amazing because his grandson is like 4. You get what I'm saying? By the time grandbaby get big, that baby gonna be that building gonna be worth 10 times the amount that it is right now. And so, those are things that I watch other people do with their children, like, buy them a property very young. And then, like when they get big, like one of my son's friends, um, one of Tavares's friends, he owns that out there with KFC and all that is. That's all his lots that his parents bought him when he was a little kid. So now that he's big, out there by Popeyes and them up there in New Windsor, up there, what I'm talking about, right up in that area. All that is his, and he's the same age as my son. But his parents bought it for him when he was like a little kid. So now that he's his age, he's a millionaire already because his parents thought to, buy a lot for him in his name from very young. You get what I'm saying to you? So these things I be trying to get other black people to see, like, there's some things that can be done, you guys, but we have to really just get on it real quick, because what's happening is that they're allowing other people to come in underneath us and over us. And it's undermining us in both ways. We're like an ice cream sandwich right now.
Right. See, that's one of the reasons why when Reagan, Trump won, I ain't say nothing. I said because what Trump is going to do is he's going to get rid of some of this stuff that they have already put out here for us.
Yeah.
And he's going to get rid of that. And when he push all those Mexicans and the rest of them back, he's opening up the doors for us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I try to tell people that all the time. Y'all can get mad at Donald Trump all you want to and listen to these damn Democrats, but they ain't been doing shit but shitting on us for all these years. So it's time when you hear somebody trying to open up a field for you, take the ball and run.
Right. See, he don't know what he's doing, but it's up to us to take the ball and run. See, he is pushing them back, which gives us a break.
Yeah.
And so we supposed to jump up and take all those buildings they were building down there and up here. Good. I'm glad he pushed them back. Now we can move in there and get it ourselves.
Yes, absolutely. I've tried to, say it over and over again that, the only person that I knew that I could really talk to about this situation was you, going forward, as far as the construction stuff and really being able to see the vision.
Exactly. I seen the vision long time ago, but the problem was is that the Mexicans was coming in.
Yeah.
They were coming in at the same time. And it's like, yo, we losing jobs. We can't get we can't get in these positions because they are taking them over.
Yeah, not even little kids can't get the little kids jobs.
No.
Remember how the little kids used to have the little jobs, the after school jobs, and little kids can't even get the little kids jobs no more.
I call McDonald's. I see all the Mexicans working at McDonald's. I be shaking my head. I be saying, I said, this used to be a kid's job. Now you got grown people working this shit.
Yeah. Little kids can't even do the little kids jobs no more because they've moved into every position that used to be, like Donald said, a black job or a teenage job,
Exactly. Exactly. So part of what Trump is doing is making me, I'm sort of happy that he's doing it.
Yeah.
But yet, I got to watch, got to keep an eye on it. Because if you don't keep an eye on it, he's going to be slipped up and gotten somewhere. I don't want him to be, but I want him to keep an eye on those immigrants.
Yeah.
See, because they are taking our jobs.
Yeah, and our businesses too, because it used to be us with the the food businesses and the little trade stuff up and down the block and area. We can't even get a store or nothing nowadays.
No, no. And in fact, sad thing about it is that we can't see it. We can't see that you're not even getting a regular job. And it's like all of us is going on um, those programs that they got for the retards.
Yeah.
So, but hey, we have to stop it. And we have to do something to stop it now. That's all I can say.
Well, this was my first step at trying to reach the multitude. You know what I mean? And like I said to you before, I need somebody that I can actually talk to, to make them understand that, instead of just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth with people, you know what I mean? Because, I don't have the patience for that. I don't fight with men, men want to jump on and
Right,
fight and shit. And I don't fight with men. You know what I mean?
right,
And so I don't have the patience to do the word art, excuse me, and the word literature that they require in order for us to have a conversation. Like, no, I just want to be able to talk to you.
right. And it's sad. It's sad because there's a lot of black men that think took it as a game and don't see that it's not a game. It's all right to joke and have fun sometimes, but you got to keep the seriousness in it. And we keep doing things that's taking the seriousness out of everything else.
Yeah.
So, but hey, that's just the way it is now.
Yeah. So, I thank you, Harry. Anything you want to say, like, any last minute words or any last minute encouragement that you want to get to people on our way out the door?
Only thing I want to say is that we have to take over this construction business and move forward. That's all I have to say. Because that's the only place where we have a real chance.
Yeah. And the trade stuff as well, like, the value of getting a trade is really good right now, welding and different stuff like that, because excuse me, the infrastructure is breaking down.
Exactly.
So, we need to learn those masonry trades and stuff to be able to rebuild those roads and the highways and the different stuff. Like, these are things, while Donald Trump is cleaning out the country, these are things that we need to be taking up stance with, as far as, a community and the black community, because the places are breaking down around us. They're falling down. They're old structures.
Right. Right. And we need to pick up, get them, and make them ours. That's what we need to do.
Yeah. You know who had that with us from the very beginning? Booker T. Washington.
Yeah. Yes. He had that with us, and he was trying to teach us that.
Yeah.
I mean, you could look at school for anything, but you had to know your trade.
Yeah. Yeah. Booker T had us on the right path. And then, W.E.B. Du Bois came in and undermined him. But Booker T. Washington had us on the right path the whole time.
Exactly. Because he knew what it was all about.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I very much thank you, Harry, for coming in and talking to my peoples out there, because there's some things that can get done, and there's some money to be made if like I said, a while ago in this conversation, if we can just get two master carpenters in each city to open up shop, across the country, in order to be able to do some vocational training and some uh apprenticeships, then that'll help with a lot of stuff across the country. It'll take us back into that Booker T era. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. We have to start opening up places that is going to educate us and stop looking for the government to educate us. The
Yeah,
government is not educating us.
yeah, yeah. This
Okay.
is the this is. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Because my grandson just graduated from school, and I was thinking about what was he going to do, and he doesn't have nothing to do. You know, if it wasn't for his diabetes, I would took him up under my wing. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But but because of his situation, I have to hold back. But the thing is that what do he got? He went to school for all those years for what?
yeah.
Because they ain't teaching them nothing out there.
That was gonna be what I was saying. Before I cut you off. I'm sorry, but that's exactly where I was going with it. Like we have the lowest GPM, GPA for you know countries and countries and countries. Like everybody else is coming around with a different grade point average than the American people, and like so many of them can't barely read coming out of high school. So having something even greater than that is like, it's like watching a train wreck right now coming out of the school system. So that's that's why I said if we had some mentorships going on and some apprenticeships across the USA, and if we had more people doing like Floyd Mayweather and buying up stuff where we can take you directly into the buildings with us and show you how it's done. You get what I'm saying? Like this is how you spend money. This is how you open up shop. This is what you do. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So, well, that's all I have to say. I mean, I'm still out here doing what I could do.
Yeah,
So, and I'm still going to get my program started.
absolutely.
So,
Yeah, absolutely. And with me, whatever I can do to help, that. I'm always gonna help you. I don't care what I gotta do, what I gotta do. But I'm definitely trying to push that forward right now, Harry. So um, you are one of my first hits on the list going through, because I don't know if people realize it. You're a master builder, like I'm talking not just to a builder, but I'm talking to a master builder, not just a self taught, but also a schooled master builder, you know? Like people don't realize that you went to school for this.
that's right. So, I'm going to work it out.
I know. Tell me
Uh,
what you need. I'm around. I'm far, but I'm close. You know that.
okay. So,
All right.
I'm going to say, I'm going to say good night and talk to you again, okay?
All right. I thank you so much, Harry. I appreciate you. You know that, right?
Yes, I do.
All right. Love you dearly.
Love you too. Good night.
Y'all know, every time I come on here, I come on here with the purpose of giving us something a little in depth more than what just the regular YouTube channel gives us. You know what I mean? Because there's so many things that we can do out here in the world, and right now the iron is hot, and while the iron is hot, the best thing I could do is get the information to you guys on how to move, what to do, you know, how to get it real quick. And like I said, let me run back some of those 5 jobs available that I was speaking on that will make you guys pursue and get your money up. And that's the general laborers, the carpenters apprentices, the electricians helpers, the masonry workers, and the plumbing assistants. Um, those jobs right now have a lot of money available, and we're able to take up those jobs right now because there's many openings right now due to immigration issues. And people need the laborers right now. They don't just need them on the farms and different places, but these places that are building things, they're losing they're illegal immigrants. So right now is a perfect time for people who know how to make money to go get that money, and those things are available. So if you are able to, work somewhere under apprenticeship, definitely go and do that. If you're able to take up a class, go do that. Like these are things that are available to you right now that can help right now. And that's all I wanted to say. That's how I wanted to come at it this evening, in hopes that somebody can hear what I'm saying and understand it from a master builder's perspective. That's why I brought Harry on board, because he's a master builder, and I just I'm hoping that somebody can hear what we're saying, and I'm hoping that somebody out there even bigger than me can push this agenda forward. Um, in the skills department of helping teaching the children, because our babies are falling behind due to what's taking place out here. But now that there's, as mad as y'all want to get with Mr. Trump, he's made an opening for us to be able to get in there and do some things. So if you don't take advantage of it, that's on you. That's all I gotta say. Y'all know how I do. Y'all know how I
Fresh out of the
do.
freezer. Fresh cause I was freezed up. Fresh out of the deeper freezer, cause I'm deeper than any voice on speakers. I can't hear y'all haters, you gotta speak up. I don't need to slow down, I need to speed up. Anonymous activity, Bobby B.